Alright guys, so we're going to do a video on parasites today. Internal parasites, not external. You guys, we polled on the page and this is what you wanted to know about. So we're going to teach you a little bit about the big ones today. It's only a 10-minute video, so I apologize. There's way more than I can go over in 10 minutes. But if you ever have any questions, just text or comment below or email or call me and I can answer them for you. So we'll start off with the big one, pinworms. Pinworms are probably the most common in your leopard geckos, fat tails, all kinds of lizards. That's what we're going to focus on because we do mainly the geckos and the dragons. You also find pinworm in dragons. There's a lot of theories on they might be symbiosis with the animal as far as they don't really harm them or hurt them. There's some theories that they actually help them digest. You know, there's a lot of people that do dewormings, preventative dewormings every year. Panicure would be the dewormer, proper dewormer for that. No, I'm not going to give you dosages for any of the drugs we talk about today. I'm sorry, I don't condone shotgunning it. That's what vets are for. Go and do it properly. So please don't ask me that or any of the comments. I'll tell you what drug it is, but that's about it. So pinworms, like I said, they're incredibly common. I do fecals, we do them here. You can see we're all set up for that with microscopes. There's different fecal containers that you could use to do in-house, microscope slides, cover slips, there's fecal solution. If you guys really want to know, we could do a video on how to do one of them then. So again, if you're interested, let us know. So pinworms, we check the loads. If it's really bad, it's a high load, we will do a preventative kind of deworming with Panicure. For a week or two. But we don't go crazy with it. We're not going to try and rid every pinworm because you'll actually wreck the natural flora and fauna of the digestive gut in there. So you could do more damage than you could actually do good with some of these parasites, which is why I'm not giving you dosages. So that's about it on pinworm. Like I said, everybody's got a different opinion on it. Mine is I watch the loads that they have with the microscope, and if there's no problems, generally don't do too much about it because they generally aren't the demise of the gecko. It's just not a very dangerous issue with the leopard geckos unless there's something else going on. It is zoonotic. Zoonotic means that humans can get it. It's a problem for children, elderly, and people with immune compromised systems. So if this is you, you must make sure you wash your hands you know, after you're working with the geckos or you're cleaning out their cages. Otherwise, it's not too much to worry about. A healthy individual adult can take care of their immune system, can take care of it. It's not a big deal. So the next big one we're going to talk about is Coccidia. This is often confused with crypto, only because the symptoms look a lot the same. They get the skinny tail, weight loss, they might be eating, they're still losing weight, regurgitation, runny stools. But a fecal or an acid fast stain is what you're going to have to do to differentiate. Like I said, we do in-house fecals, so I'm able to detect that here if you're properly trained on how to do so. There's a couple different drugs out there for ridding the animal of coccidia. There's a coccidial-cytal drug and a coccidial-static drug. A coccidial-static drug stops the growth and reproduction of the actual protozoan. It does not kill it. It does not rid it. A coccidial-cytal drug, exactly like it sounds, that will kill it. There are new anti-protozoal drugs that are cytal, and there's a lot of studies and tests being done on it. They're a little expensive, and again, not too readily available yet. And Albon is the one you always hear, or SMZ. Again, they're good drugs, but they're kind of old school. They're going to get passed out here real soon. And the other issue with those drugs, another point that I'm not going to give you dosages, I'm going to repeat that throughout the whole thing, is that these are nephrotoxic drugs, which means they are toxic to the kidneys of your animals. They have to be well hydrated. If not, you can crap out the kidneys of these animals. So if you go ahead and rid them of coccidia, but they have no kidneys, they're no good to you. So it's very, very important that you're doing this correctly. So can't stress enough that when you're deworming, you have to do it by prescription of a vet and doing it properly. Also with coccidia, you want to be very fastidious about your husbandry and your cleaning. You want to remove all the feces as soon as you can and use a really good disinfectant like a quat ammonia, a chlorhexidine, a dilute bleach, something like that are all very good for that. Now, Another really hot topic, which you know personally we work on here doing a research project, is crypto. Pardon me. A lot of the signs for crypto are just like your signs of the others, the other different parasites in a high load, especially Coccidia. But you have to do different tests for it. You cannot do it under a regular microscope with the fecal solution. You have to do what's called an acid-fast stain. Even that is not definitive. What you have to also do to be a definitive test is an IFA, which is an immune fluorescent assay. That is kind of your end-all, pretty expensive, about $150 a test, you know, varying upon your vet, test to check for crypto. It's very high-tech. It pretty much makes the organisms will glow in the dark, and, you know, without getting too crazy with it, it's a great test. Crypto is a protozoan that lives in the small intestines of these geckos. The reason why it's very hard to treat and take care of is because it lives in the cell walls of the intestine, and most of our drugs aren't very good at passing those barriers, and hopefully with the research we're doing now we'll find one that will help us out. And but right now we pretty much only have drugs that might put it into remission. Probably isn't going to work. Unfortunately, the end result of animals or crypto at this point is euthanasia. It's the most humane way, but like I said, hope, you know, with you guys' support, and we thank you very much for participating in the study and the auctions, everybody who did. We are researching a new drug right now to help with crypto. So then the animals are here. We are, not here, I apologize, they're at the Lehigh Valley Zoo where we work. We got them in a couple weeks ago. I'll give a little screenshot to Lehigh Valley Zoo. So we are working with them now. Special thanks to Nick Stark of Exotic Encounter Reptiles, donating those animals once again. So we're growing them up. We're going to start testing them here in the weeks to come. We'll keep you posted. Make sure you're checking www.killcrypto.com for all the latest updates and information on that study. Stay tuned. This involves you. This is your community. We want your say. We want your comments. We're not just doing this because it's a really great idea we came up with one day, but this is something that could really revolutionize the industry as far as crypto and this horrible, horrible parasite that can pretty much devastate a whole colony in a matter of days. So I'll get off the crypto thing now, but I could talk about it all day. It's a very, very hot topic right now. Well, it always has been. Another parasite you will see sometimes is roundworm. It's an ascarid. Again, it's zoonotic. We can get it. Problem for the children, the elderly, and the immune compromised. But, you know, again, washing your hands is a very simple step to help you with not getting the parasites into your body. Roundworms, again, can be detected under a simple flotation at your vet, or if you want to know, you can learn to do them yourself. Like I said, if you want to know, text or comment below, and we'll show you how to set one up. So, anyways, roundworms are a panicure, is what's going to help you treat them. There's actually tons of drugs, pyrantyl tartrate, strongid, panicure, that'll help you take care of roundworms. But again, get your dosage from your vet. Other than that, there's a bunch of other ones. You got giardia, you got strongyles, whipworms. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. But I just wanted to go over the basics today. And hopefully this gives you a little bit more information of the different common parasites out there. Again, I wish I could give you more detail, but unfortunately I could be here and give a 2-hour lecture on parasites, but it's only a 10-minute video. So if there's anything in particular that you want to know, just let us know. Comment below. So give us some ideas for the next video, guys. Tell us what you want to see. Talk to you later.